Hello, this is Judy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to it. Today I'm working on day number 7, or the 7th prompt of Scraptember 2022. And today we're supposed to use something that you hoard. Well, I hoard a lot of stuff. It's not even funny, but it is funny. It's sad, but I love this hobby and everything that it incorporates. So I could use anything for this prompt, but I thought I would bring out some of my liquid pearls and make a background. These are the photos I'm going to do, and these are of my daughter-in-law's birthday, and it says 21 on the cake, but that was a joke because, yeah, after you're 21 every year, right? So we don't talk about her age, and I completely understand. But these are the 3 photos. I'll probably crop them down quite a bit to fit them on one page layout. And this is White Daisy. I'm going to use my liquid pearls to create a background. And I've got a credit card. It's an old card from Walgreens. And I just use it to swipe. Okay, that's what I'm going to do with my liquid pearls. I'm going to swipe, and I'm going to try to use the colors that are in the photos. So we've got this corally pink, there's a brown, I'm not going to use that, there's a light green here, there's some colors back here on the counter, there's some colors back here, and a blue, purple. So yeah, I could pick out a bunch of different colors. I did pick out, let's see, I've got a light blue, baby blue. I have a mint green. I have a new color we just got, and I'm a close to my heart maker, so these are colors, you know, we carry liquid pearls. This is a new one we just got called Deep Water. It's gorgeous blue. And I'm going to use flamingo and maybe clover. I don't know. There's no other green except what's back here. But oh, there is some in this one too. It's the Canada Dry bottle. So I could pull in that green. Some of these are new, some are old, and I'll tell you, I need to just throw away my old ones, but as long as they still work, I'll keep using them. But the new ones are so much more liquidy and usable. They're just gorgeous, and you can really tell. So what I'm going to take is I'm just going to squeeze some out at the top and the bottom, and then I'm going to drag it with my credit card. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? And I don't care if it covers it all. It doesn't have to be a perfect look. I love the non-perfect look for a technique like this, right? Because it's the photos that are going to shine. The background is just to enhance the photos. It's a supporting character. So let's see. Let's do the pink next. And I might do a little bit of two stripes of the pink. We'll see. And I don't really want to overlap like I did there, because red and green are complementary colors and they turn to mud when they mix. So we'll see. I don't know how long it's going to take for this to dry. I don't imagine it'll be too long because it's so thin. All right. And let's do the blue. Ooh, this comes out really good. I'm going to clean this off. That one was really creamy. I love the look of it. Let's do the light green now. Basically, I'm making my own pearlescent paper, right? Isn't that gorgeous? Well, I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but it's very pearlescent. All right, so now let's go on to the dark blue, the deep water. I love this, the way the splotches are. This would be great for water. Oh, I'll have to remember that. All right, I think I'm going to redo the pink because it was very prominent in these pictures. I was kind of wondering if that might turn purpley, but it didn't. It may be. Yeah, I can see a little purple tone there where they mixed. All right, so now I've got to set this aside to dry, and then I'll be back and have my photos cut down and matted and clean my craft sheet off. This is our non-stick, non-porous, heat-resistant craft sheet that I have used and used and used, and it's just, they're wonderful to have. If you don't have a craft sheet, you need to get one because they're really nice to work on. I created a border with this border punch. I haven't used it forever, so I'm trying to use some of my old products as well during this month of creating layouts, and this really came out beautiful. I don't know if you can see some of the shimmer. Oh, it's just gorgeous. It's like making my own pearlescent paper. All right, so I have my photos and I mounted them on black cardstock. And I just wanted to show you this tool that I have, and this is old, but I think We Are Memory Makers carries them. These are called perfect layers, and what you do is it has ridges, so you can do it for an 1/8, a 1/16, and you can see how well used they are. 3/16, 5/16, and then there's another one that has an 1/8, 5/8, a quarter, and 3/8. But these are great for making sure that all of the sides around your photos or whatever you're matting matches. And when I use scrap paper to make layers, these are what I use. And I like using the 16th, although it's hard to see with black on the Versamat. But you just put it up against the photo, and then it will create the perfect mat. Use a craft knife to cut it. I think that might be okay. But look at the thin, you know, it measures it good. Sometimes you can go off, you know, it's not a perfect thing, but almost always you can get a really gorgeous layer around the outside. And yeah, so if I'm not too lazy and I want to have nice borders, I'll bring these out. Otherwise I'll just use scissors, but I'm not real good with cutting straight lines with my scissors, so these really help me. And I will finish with these, and then I'll show you the title that I made. And I had a little fun with my Cricut manipulating this title. I don't know, I might have to cut it again, but we'll see. And while I'm doing this, I just want to mention to check out the video description for the playlist of everybody that's playing along with this Scraptember prompt. And if you hit the playlist, it will just play and the videos and play, and I believe it will continue to play until you get through all of the videos, even the ones that were done before this. And then every day it gets updated with the new videos that are going live. So, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and hit that notification bell and leave me a comment. And I have to laugh at this photo. I thought it would work out better than it did. But I like to have my photos on a layout, one-page layout, all the same size. I don't always do it, but most of the times I do. So I did these 4x4 for 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then matted them. And my son got cut out. He was over here on the photo, so I couldn't, you know, I couldn't make this a 4x4, so I cut the middle of the photo out and put him in there. It looks kind of funny, but he's on the layout now, so that's the most important thing. So maybe I'll put a embellishment here so that it won't show as much. So if that's covered up, it doesn't look so bad. Although her shoulder is missing. Oh, well, it's all right. The most important thing is that I have everybody on the layout except for my youngest granddaughter. Oh, she's missing. She must have been playing somewhere. But, so yeah, I have to laugh at that. All right, so I'll be right back. Okay, I went on the Cricut and looked up birthday, and I saw this cake topper, and I thought it would look really cute on this because I don't want to add a lot of embellishments. I don't want to do a lot of adding a lot of things because the background is so beautiful. I want that to really be encompassed with this layout. So I thought I would just see how these work. And this is cute maybe here. And that can be overlapping there. I was originally going to try and put the photos in the middle, and then I have another happy birthday under here, and I can do that. That covers up that birthday there. So I might do it like that. That looks really cool. And then I can do the happy birthday down here. All right, so let's keep that in my mind. And here's the happy birthday title. And this again was another Cricut image that was on Design Space. And what it did was it cut the outline. And look at how fine these are. Close to My Heart's cardstock is just phenomenal. Just look at that. It is just so fine. And the rest of the birthday is on the other sheet. So let me get this off. And then it's funny how some mats are so sticky and other ones are not. Different kind of stickiness. I don't know if I'm going to ever be able to get these little fine parts on the letters. They looked a lot wider on the Design Space file. So let's see. I might just have to use the middle of the letters. This is so fine. Oh, goodness. Just look at that, though. Wow. And here, come on. Oh, it didn't cut out the middle. It had the A, the middle of the A stuck to the blade. So I had to, and this one didn't either. Ugh. I'll have to use a craft knife. But yeah, it's very fine. Look at that. I'm gonna get these glued down and see if I can get them precisely laid. I wanted to decorate the back of the white. That's why I did it like this. I think I'm just creating myself a nightmare. So let me color it, and then I will try to stick it down. If it doesn't work, I'll just cut another title. But yeah, this is so detailed. So again, I'm going to use my craft sheet. Okay, I'm going to try and use my shimmer brushes to color these. And I could do it after I put the black outline on it, but I think if I got any glue on the inside of the letters, the shimmer brush won't adhere to it because it'll be resistant. So let me pull the layout back in. And I'm going to try to mimic the letters. So blue, a light green, a light blue, the pink and the green, and there's pink there too. I mean, not precisely, but I can try to do it a little bit. And I think I will use sapphire. Now, my sapphire, for whatever reason, has leaked ever since I got it. think it was because I didn't get it sealed real well. So when you do your shimmer brushes, make sure that you really seal them. And I learned from this one, so. And I think once the shimmer got in the threads, then it just doesn't seal. So as soon as it's gone, I'll get a new one, because this one I've had for a couple years and it still has ink in it. They're just incredibly worth the money. All right, so we're going to do, let's see how the ink came in there. I'm going to do the B. And geez, you're not going to be able to see the black around it, huh? I should use the D, or the, what one is it? Yeah, the D with this blue. And then you won't be able to see that I don't have that black outline. That's a good idea. Then I won't have to recut it. I could draw it with a black pen too. That's a good idea. So I have to set these aside to dry really well before I try and glue the top on as well. So we're going to do this one too. And to activate it and get more ink in the brush, you just squeeze it where it says push, and then it'll come down into the barrel. And then you get even more shimmer. Look at all that shimmer. Oh, goodness. Yes, it's just lots of goodness. And I've never tried to blend shimmer brushes before, so while I'm doing this, I'll just add a little bit. Let's see if I can't get it to blend a little bit. We'll see. So we're going to do a hot pink. Let's see. Let's do flamingo. Get that ball rolling. And there it goes. Look at that. It is kind of bleeding in, isn't it? It's kind of cool. Let's do the H with it too. Cool. I like how that's looking in that bleeding. It actually looks like kind of like a shadow or something. All right, so let's do mint. Mint looks like that light green. And let's do the R and the Y. Ooh, and I got some blue from the craft sheet. That's cool. What other color do we have? We've got the green, the light green, so that kind of makes both of them. So we need a light blue. And this is our, no, that's Glacier. Should we try Glacier? Let's see how this looks. I'll try it on here. No, I don't think that's light enough. Bluebell. It's in between Glacier. I think Glacier would look better on the layout. So let's go back to Glacier. I'm going to set these aside to dry, and then we will glue those on. Instead of worrying about that birthday part, I just cut it off. Then I don't have to worry about it. So let's see. We're going to put this one here, this one in the center, and then this one here. Oh, the glue's not dry. Get that 21 there because it was a joke. Those are the only candles we had, and we're like, I'm gonna be 21 again all the time. So, and then this will go down here with the black outline. It'll really make it pop. I cut the happy part of the happy off, and now I'm going to, because I did that, then these are separate, so that makes, I like that because it'll be easier to manipulate just a little bit rather than all of it all at once. So I think I'm going to try the R and the T first, and I'm going to get some scrap paper to tap it off on. So I'm going to put some glue here, and I'm going to do the R and the T. And now I'm going to put it on here and tap it off so I don't have the globs anywhere. And then we'll put it on here. This glue is really nice. It doesn't dry real fast so that I have time to manipulate these pieces. So hopefully I can get it manipulated before it dries. Because, oh my goodness, it is so thin. Didn't turn out too bad. I definitely will not do this again. I'm just going to use my Sharpie to go around the outside for any places that might show a little bit of color. I'm trying to match up some of my gems or enamel dots. The gems I have aren't the right color. I might be able to get some of the green ones in there. The blue is an aqua, so I might be able to get some in. There's a few pink and purple there. I have this foam. I thought I would pop up the main photo with some foam. What's nice about the big sheets of foam is you can cut it to the size you need. That looks good. And this Tombow Mono liquid really seems to work well with the foam. I think I'm going to try to pop this up. Got this 1/4-inch roll. Let me see if it's too thick for some of these. I think it'll be okay on. If you take the paper off of the foam, it is much easier to manipulate it around curves like this, especially like when you do shakers and stuff. So we'll see how it'll curve right around there. All right, so I've got to cut some to fit on here. I'm going to bring in a piece of sticker release paper. And if I put my sticker on here, or my foam sticker, then I can cut this a lot easier. Let me get my sharper scissors. All right. So let's cut this into smaller pieces. All right, that was treacherous. But we learned from past experiences, so I will know not to use a type of layout like this. I'm going to have to get out my little tiny glue pen to adhere those lines down, because now that my fingers were stuck to it and everything, they kind of pulled loose. So I'm going to have to adhere them down a little bit better. So let's go ahead and put some of these dots down, and let's see. I'll do some blue. It looks like little explosions of color. I really like how that looks. All right, one last thing I want to do is I want to add some white on my stars in the corner. It just brings them to life. And there we go. So just add my journaling, and I usually do that off camera. And the layout's done. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I'll get those attached a little bit better. Learn from my experience. Don't cut out anything that thin. Although you can do it, adhering it down isn't always so easy, especially when you have colored that paper. I might have chosen to do it with white, but I really like how it looks. I like the color that it has. All right, one more thing. Let's add some splatters. You want to do some splatters? Why not? Not much in that way. I'm definitely not going to do the sapphire because I think that would be so overpowering. Well, let's do the flamingo. Now I'm done. I'll put close-ups at the end. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a wonderful day.